Hey friends, here to go check out the new Twisters movie. Haven't seen the old Twister movie in years. The original the other one, yeah, came out in the 90s. Words. Wondering how this new one's going to stack up, especially since I have no idea which actors are in it. If Bill Paxton will make an appearance, definitely one of my favorites from the original, and one of the main actors, of course. Let's find out if this movie was worth seeing. I'm checking it out on a Monday during early showings around 1 o'clock, so hopefully not too busy, and we get our pick of the seats. See you on the flip side. All right, friends, so just got out of the movie, and quick take, definitely worth seeing. I don't know if I could I don't know if I could say I prefer it over the original Twister. They're very similar, and up until I'll let you know if I'm going to go into spoilers. They're very similar. They seem to have a very similar formula, and it's still all about chasing tornadoes. There's a new level of technology for chasing the tornadoes in this movie because, of course, it's 30 some years, almost 30 years later. And the goal is still the same. They're trying to accomplish something by chasing the tornadoes. It's not just chasing them for the hell of it. And the actors in the movie follow very similar tropes to the first Twister movie. And sometimes it felt kind of like, okay, are they going to do anything different? Overall, though, I was pleased with the direction it went. You could kind of get a vibe for where it was going to go, and it turned out okay. I wasn't sure. I kind of went back and forth like, cringy, no, but pretty good. Special effects, though. So I'm a millennial in my late 30s, and I remember going to go see the original Twister. And one of the things that really stuck out was two things that stuck out to me. One, the original soundtrack in the first one, for me, did a really good job of setting the mood between the light moments and the moments where it was very scary and intense. The special effects for showing the Twisters, of course, with modern CG, yeah, it was pretty, and it was cool to see what they could pull off. Compared to the original Twister, though, I personally prefer the original one. I think they did a much better job in the first Twister making the tornadoes come off as scarier. And this one, they look realistic. I don't know if I really prefer that or not. It worked for what the story was supposed to be, telling us. And yeah, there wasn't any like cheesy moments like in the first Twister where the you could tell it's CG, especially looking back 30 years now, right? And seeing the old special effects. There was no returning actors that I could see. If they made a cameo, it was so subtle and brief, or maybe I'm just oblivious and I didn't see it. So I didn't get to see any of the people I had hoped would make an appearance. That's all right, though. The movie stood on its own, and the actors overall did okay. There was a couple of them that you're like, all right, I've had enough of this person. But there was some of that in the first one too, right? And of course, some of the people from the first movie are sadly no longer with us. And I'm glad to see that they took some chances in this new movie and that it was worth seeing. I would recommend going to check it out. If you like the first Twister, I'd be surprised if you didn't like Twisters. So definitely worth your time. And would I say it's worth like buying once it comes out? If you own the first Twister, yeah, it's going to be worth picking up. I don't know if I would watch it that often. Same thing with like the original Twister. I didn't watch it like repeatedly. I had seen it a handful of times. So the reviews that I had seen online from like Rotten Tomato, Metacritic, things like that, gave Twisters a mid score, like between a 6 and a 7 equivalent, 60-70%. And I feel like a 6 is probably too low. Seven's a good one. High 7, I would almost say 8. I definitely would watch it again. So yeah, I guess I could go with an 8 out of 10. And yeah, hopefully it is worth your time as well. I think everyone should check it out if they like the original Twister. And if you haven't seen the original Twister, you don't need to watch the original one to appreciate this one. Stories are completely different. There's no strong direct references. There's a few Easter eggs that are throwbacks to the original one. They seem to very much love the Dodge trucks again in this movie, so there are a few callbacks, but it's not like this is a callback slapping you in the face like, check this out from the original. You remember this, right, guys? Yeah, yeah. No, it's subtle. So definitely worth checking out. Had a good time. And if you guys liked this style of video where I go check something out and tell you what I think about it, let me know. I'm probably going to keep doing more of them. So, yep, coming at you. Later.